It is my opinion that these accelerator camps can level up anybody who's in any type of wrestling or submission grappling game. But whether they're training as a hobbyist or if it's a high school kid looking to maybe make a run at a state championship, or even a college kid who's maybe trying to become an All-American, Jiu-Jitsu guys playing gi or no gi. What it does is it opens your mind to the philosophies of grappling. It teaches you different methods of how to control people and way to find transitions or submissions or pins or whatever it is that you're in need of. And I think that it's so unique in that philosophy that I've yet to find it in any other system that I've trained in, whether it's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or Judo or even other systems of catch wrestling before I came to Scientifc Wrestling. So these accelerator camps, they're game changers, they're career changers, and I tell my students, and I've looked at it this way for myself too, it's an investment, because these things, they cost a little bit of money, but the knowledge that you're paying for, man, it's 10 times what you're paying for. And as long as you have a passion about retaining that knowledge, man, and coming back and learning more and more, like, it's going to change who you are as a grappler, and it could even change who you are as a person. I mean, it's changed who I am as a coach, definitely. So not only do I participate in these things, but now I host them at my gym and I teach it to them. Not just here in Arizona. I've taught in Denver a couple times. I'm hoping to teach in California, and then wherever these camps go, I'll follow them and teach wherever they ask me to. So catch wrestling does have a long history, and I do feel an obligation, and I do feel a sense of duty to pass on the technique of catch wrestling, the philosophy of catch wrestling, and to the best of my ability, the history of catch wrestling, and making sure that in the process that I'm part of that history, that my students are a part of that history too, and that my academy is a part of that history. And Scientifc Wrestling is the most important, it's the centerpiece of my catch wrestling, but it's not the only piece. I have other systems of catch wrestling that are just as dear to me that I won't mention right now, because right now my focus is on the accelerator camp and Scientifc Wrestling. But my total existence as a catch wrestler is to be a part of its history, be a part of its evolution, and be a part of bringing it back into a mainstream sport as much as possible, and try to make it as popular, or if not more popular, than things like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or even other things like the UFC. Like, I want to help it grow and become a multi-million or billion-dollar industry in any way that I can.